Welcome to Charlotte Motor Speedway, where we have a surprise open qualifying, 10-minute open qualifying session. Drivers have 10 minutes to set their best lap time. Draft will be key. Try to get towed down the straightaway. Surprise for everyone. But it's fair for everyone. Everyone has the same thing to deal with. So we are going to roll with it. Brandon Vasquez in the 18. Jake Lawrence in the 68. See the red spoiler and the red banner on his truck. That's how we're indicating playoff trucks this season. 68 truck, Jake Lawrence in the playoffs. And goes to the top of the board on the speed charts. Long way to go in this one, but best spot you can be. Another playoff driver in the 8, Ethan Evers. See, he's got the flat red spoiler and banner as well. Cliff's not even going to run the... Cliff said, nope, not qualifying, open qualifying. Might have to read the info when you come into a race. Who else we got out there? TJ Floyd. 49 trucks, all kinds of colorful this week. TJ's got his playoff banner on. Good job, TJ. Well, we won't miss his truck. But we usually don't. Normally got black, white, and lime green. Now we got the white, red, blue, and black. It's Garrett Boyd in 38. Curtis Secker in 19. Chris Allkire. Dominic Lee jumps up to second quick. See, he is another one of our playoff drivers. It is 98 Ford up to the second spot. Current fastest, Cody Giles in the 7. Somehow already on lap 6 for this truck. No, as he spins it down to the inside, coming off turn number 4, takes the chicane. Locks it down. Probably come get new tires after that. There he goes. Vasquez still on track. Evers saw Floyd. He's now on pit road, as is Bill Rivard, Garrett Boyd. Ian Montrose, another one of our playoff drivers. Got him all taken care of. Situated, squared away. Out on track in the number 2. Back in, wanting to come around on that 2 truck. He's going to have to chase it up the hill to save it. Lucas Heusma on track. Posts a 30-31. Moves him to 14th. Hoisted a second on his second lap. Just 12 thousandths off the pole speed of Cody Giles. Strong effort from Lucas Heusma. Currently leading the playoff brigade is Cody Giles, not in playoffs. else we got? Dominic Leach is sitting in third. Tried to show Cody Brown, but he disappeared. Jay Munch is fifth. Alex Relling sideways off too. Currently in the sixth spot. Jake Lawrence, seventh. And the camera on pit road, he's eighth. Vasquez around off turn two. He's currently ninth. Blake Giglio sits in 10th. Ethan Evers 11th. TJ Floyd going back out. He's 12th. Bill Rivard 13th. Garrett Boyd on pit road. He's 14th. Simcox 15th. Montrose 16th. Simcox moves up to 13th. Ecker up to 11th. Good laps there. You got Jeremy Scher going through the grass in his Tanner Gray looking machine. 18th currently. Chris Alkire 19th. Billy Davis in the 54 in 20th. Corey Deal currently 21st. Got 3 minutes to get a good lap in. Cliff Mullins out on track 37.
I need a black cleared for spinning out. It disqualified me.
Qualifying strict, probably not the best way to go for open qualifying.
Thank you.
This open qualifying, obviously not intentional. Cliff Mullins looks like he's taking a pit road practice. See if Cody's hanging out in the Discord. He is. Should the poll hold up, we can interview our poll sitter. Currently the 7 truck leading the way. Less than 2 minutes to go in qualifying.
Sorry, Ethan.
Final 60 seconds ticking off the clock. Don't see any lap times approaching full speed anymore. Cody's best lap is a 30.11. That one was a 30.60. About a half second off the pace. 21 trucks put an official time in. 29 trucks on the entry list. Those not yet to put in a time: Mike Edwards, Daniel Llewellyn, Zach Martinson, J.R. Deal, Will Asherbrenner, Cliff Mullins, Scott Elston, and Travis Martin. Time expires, and the 7, Cody Giles, will be pole sitter for tonight's Charlotte 120 laps StackUp.org Truck Series, part of the Sidewinder Racing Leagues. Let's go down and grab a little chat with the 7. Cody, DG, you got a copy? Hey, hello. Cody, DG, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you're going to be starting from the front of this madness at Charlotte tonight. How do you feel about the race?
I feel pretty good about it. Ran a lot of laps over this track this week, and honestly, Charlotte's one of my favorite tracks, and feel really confident, really confident about the track tonight.
You got a strategy figured out yet, or are you just going to kind of wing it as you go?
Probably just gonna wing it as I go, just kind of just see what I can, figure out, because I really haven't ran much fixed with these trucks here. More open, so it's going to be kind of different to what I was accustomed to this week. But we'll just wing it and see how it goes.
10-4. Well, good luck to you in the race.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Cody Giles in the 7. Getting a little chat with him before the race gets going. Let's go ahead and take a look at our starting lineup for this 120 lap event. On the pole, as we mentioned, the number 7, Cody Giles. Starting second, our first of the playoff contenders, Lucas Hoytsma in the 97. Notice the red banner above the windshield. Dominic Lee starts third in the 98. He's in there. Cody Brown in the 17 truck. He's starting fourth.
Wow, again?
Jay Munch in the 69 starts fifth. Blake Giglio in the 16 starting sixth.
The fact I'm ahead of you is
Alex Relling starts seventh. Corey Deal starts in 8th in the 56. Jake Lawrence, the 68, starts in 9th. Nick Hammer rolls off in 10th. Brandon Vasquez, Talladega winner, starts in 11th. Curtis Ecker starts in 12th. Ethan Evers, playoff driver, starts 13th. Jeremy Scher in his Ford starts 14th. Bill Rivard, another playoff driver, starting in 15th. Simcox Jr. starts in 16th. TJ Floyd, 49, starts in 17th. Garrett Boyd starting 18th.
Thanks, Emma.
Billy Davis in 19th. Ian Montrose, another playoff driver, way back in 20th. Chris Alkire, 21st. Travis Martin, 22nd. Zach Margison, 24th. Cliff Mullins, 25th. J.R. Deal, 26th. Daniel Wallen, 27th. Scott Elston, 28th. Will Asherbrenner, 29th. Big field tonight. 29 trucks as we work our way through turns 3 and 4.
The only issue I have with it is that you're a chef.
Grab you guys a quick rundown for tonight. 120 laps, 70% fuel, 3 sets of tires, 1 fast repair, and 3 green-white checker attempts.
Well, everything in truck.
Pace car dives on off, and we're getting set to get this one underway from Charlotte. Get the playoffs going for the StackUp.org Truck Series. Green flag in the air, and we are underway. Charlotte Motor Speedway. Lucas Hoytsma on the outside line jumps ahead of Cody Giles. Lucas is going to take the lead. Come down to the blue line, jump in front of Giles. So far, most of the field making it through. String our way down the backstretch. You see the 16 of Giglio dancing side to side, trying to find a place to go. And then Giglio is loose in the 16 truck. Able to hang on to it. That stacks him up a bit behind. So far, everyone.
I appreciate you checking up there. Thank you.
Wow, what a save by Giglio, and what a great job by the trucks behind him to not make that worse than it was. So fifth one back, loses about a second and a half to the rest of the field. Top 5 trucks check away. But most drivers very happy to still have their race trucks after that. So the 11, Nick Hammer, sandwiched between Giglio and Relling. Had a few battles with Hammer on this track myself. He's very good here. Out front, Hoytsma is starting to gap Giles a little bit. 3/10 that gap at the moment. Cody Brown's in third. Dominic Lee has the 98 Ford in fourth. Corey Deal rides in fifth. Blake Giglio in sixth. See the 10 truck out of shape. That's Bill Rivard. Dancing side to side, gets up by the outside wall. Walt 668, welcome, thank you for the follow. Rivard still riding that high line, just falling all the way back to 19th. One of our playoff trucks won the Homestead race by nearly a full lap. Dropping backwards here at Charlotte. Bill settles in back in 20th. So Hoytsma now a half second over Giles. Cody Brown still third. Dominic Lee. Corey Deal. We have Giglio. Relling. Relling's gotten by Nick Hammer. Relling now trying to get by Blake Giglio. This group now 4 seconds back from our race leader. It's an unfortunate start. This group hoping for a yellow to catch back up so they can make up some ground. 68 and 69, Jay Munch, Jake Lawrence, Ethan Evers in the 8. Those 3 trucks battling 9th, 10th, and 11th. Lawrence looks to the inside of Munchell. Gets a little bit out of shape. Truck starts coming up the hill. Now Jake has the 8 of Ethan Evers to his outside. Garrett Boyd behind Evers, trying to make up ground. Highline is a viable option here at Charlotte, but it will wear your tires out faster, so you got to be careful how often you use it. Boyd pushing the 8 of Evers by Jake Lawrence. Now Boyd's going to try to work that Highline on Evers. 18 of Vasquez trying his luck on the 68. He's going to look to the outside heading down to the turn 1. Vasquez, our most recent winner last week at Talladega. Cody Brown cut the dog leg a little bit, get marked for an off track coming through the front stretch. Relling has meanwhile left this group. Now Nick Hammer trying to work on Blake Giglio down to the low side. Has Ethan Evers down there with him. Evers up the track, got tight. Nearly got into Munchell, had to lift. A lot of side-by-side racing a little bit further back in the pack. All of this in the top 10. The white truck Garrett Boyd is 11th. The front 4 trucks are all single file. Giglio flirting with that wall coming off of turn 4. Hey, he's riding P2 now, Kaif. How we doing? We're watching this crazy side-by-side absolute dogfight from 7th to about 13th. Blake gets ahead of Nick Hammer. Look back up front. There's Lucas, Cody, and Cody. Top 3. Dominic Lee rides in the 4th spot. Corey Deal trying to run him down in the 56. Alex Relling, he got stuck in that pack early on. He's made his way out of it, heading towards the front. Then you got Giglio, Hammer, Munchell, and Boyd side by side. That's for the 9th spot. And then a wad of trucks. Boyd, Munchell, Vasquez, Evers, Lawrence, Martin, Ecker, Davison, Scherer, Montrose, Simcox, they're all right there together. Very tight pack. Interview him right now. Right in the middle of the race. I would, but the CTC drivers are not in chat, so I can't. Sorry, Quinn. I totally would, just can't. He damn near wrecked. I don't know if he caught the start. Truck got very loose on him. Be on the lookout for lead change. I'm watching that ticker. 0.24 at the moment. Giles not letting him get away, but Huisma still leads. We're in Omaha, getting ready to fly to Charlotte. Nice. You go hang out with the 51 crew? Giles starting to close in on Lucas. You be in the stands? Nice. Well, enjoy it, man. Sounds like fun. I've never seen a race there. I've been there, just never seen a race. There's only 2 tracks I've seen a race at, despite there being several tracks closer. I've seen one at Darlington. And of course seen them at Richmond. But I got Martinsville here, Bristol's here, Charlotte's in between here and Darlington, but nope, just here in Darlington. You'll be in the pits for the 600. Ooh. Go ahead, Blake. Still watching for this lead change. He's there, he's just not changing the lead. Oh, who blew up? That was a 55 of Margison. What happened to Zach here? Waited on the lever. He gets out of shape, overcorrects up and into the outside wall, not too far in front of the leader. There they go. 55 blew a motor there. Now Giles all over the back bumper of the 97. Looks like Lucas is going to send them up high. Huisma keeps it right on that blue line. It is a long way from Iowa. Never been to Iowa, but I've been to Indiana, and that's a long way from Charlotte. And Iowa's further. There goes Giles down to the inside of Lucas Huisma, heading down into turn number 3. See what Giles is able to pull off as he gets to the inside of Huisma. Huisma's going to fight back on the high side, getting a good run off the corner off 4. See what he's able to do from the top side once we get down to turn 1. Just gets right down on that right rear quarter panel of the 7, going to fight him back down the backstretch. Yes, Rev. Oh, he's been hanging tough on that top line. Giles probably having to work harder than he wanted to. These trucks
I'll let you have it here, Blake.
still enjoy a 2.5 second lead over Corey Deal. With the longer they're side by side, the more he closes in. Side by side battle continues. Now Lucas looks like he's going to give him the spot. Seemed like he had a little bit of a lift going into the corner to get behind him. Now going to push him down the straightaway. Try to keep Corey Deal at bay, I'm sure was the thought process there. Corey very good at Charlotte. Poor Lucas. He usually runs really well at Charlotte, and then does something off of turn 2 or 4 and smacks the outside wall. It's kind of his Charlotte curse. We'll see if he can reel in those demons tonight. Currently giving up the lead to Cody Giles. Nice and easy, he says. Kiefer's man. Cody Giles out front. Lucas Weissman second. Corey Deal third. Blake Giglio fourth. Dominic Lee fifth. Nick Hammer sixth. Alex Relling seventh. Cody Brown now eighth. Weissman looking to the inside of Giles. But I believe Lucas will just ride here for a bit. Now those two hang out. We can go check in on Corey. He is 2.5 seconds behind Lucas. Blake's 2 seconds behind Corey. Nick Hammer is a second and a half behind Blake and has Dominic Lee right in tow. Out of battle for the 5th spot. Dominic Lee trying to take it away. I saw you get the motor blown. What happened to you there, Zach? Came out of 4, overcorrected, went to the outside wall. Is that your second incident? Like, you already used your fast repair? You got a meatball, oof. Lee, a little bit of a struggle off turn number 4. Alex Relling now looking for a way by in the 42. Relling gets to his inside, down to 1 and 2. Going to complete the pass by the time he gets to the exit at 2. So Relling up to the 6th spot. Dominic Lee dropping back 1. Checking on our playoff trucks. Got Lucas Weissman riding 2nd spot right now. And Blake Giglio currently in 4th. You have Dominic Lee in 7th. You have Ethan Evers in 9th. You have J Munch in 12th. Jake Lawrence 13th. JR Deal 14th. Group of playoff trucks there.
Done hitting this time.
No, Bill Rivard coming to pit road. Build stronger trucks next time. Nathan thinks he's a funny man. Bill Rivard, lap 30. 3 sets of tires, so if it goes green, this makes sense. Looks like Giles and... it's just being weird. They're still on track. Bill Rivard, though, first of our drivers to hit pit road. Assume a 4-tire stop for Rivard here. Corey Deal on pit road, 56 truck. He was slowly reeling in our top 2. He's in 3rd. Brings his Napa truck to pit road, lap 31. Looks like Ethan Evers in the 8 playoff driver. He's also on pit road. So these guys will cycle back towards 25th, 26th, and 27th as they take their pit stops. So a lot of trucks still on a lead lap, still running well. Lead to stay out. Trucks pitting now are banking on this being a green flag race, wire to wire.
Pit this time.
That is now 9th place. J Munch in the 69. '18's in. Whoa! J Munch got all he could. About ran over Vasquez. 68 Jake Lawrence. Oh no! Is that Simcox in the 20 just hit the end of
Pitting
pit
this
wall.
time.
That's Simcox Jr. in the 20. Caught him coming in hot, smacked the pit wall there on the way in for the 20.
Thanks for letting me by before doing that, Alex. Appreciate it.
Truck doesn't look too destroyed. Missed his pit box as well. Simcox Jr. struggling a little bit. Giles still out on track. Hoytsma has come to pit road. See him come into his box.
11 pitting.
Blake Giglio, I believe, is also on pit road.
63 pitting.
It's Travis Martin coming down. Alex Relling is down.
85 pitting.
31 pitting, 31 pitting.
Pit stops every which way. Alkire. TJ Floyd, playoff driver on pit road. See who's coming around this time. Giles, race leader. Hands over the lead to JR Deal in the 9. JR stays out one more lap. Cliff Mullins now second. Curtis Ecker third. Everyone else has hit pit road.
Pitting.
Comes race leader JR Deal with Cliff Mullins and Curtis Ecker all coming to pit road, so that'll complete our pit cycle. And wouldn't you know it, in approximately 15 seconds, that'll give the lead to Corey Deal. JR will hand over the lead to his brother.
Sorry, Nick. I didn't mean to squeeze it like that.
Corey comes off of turn number 4.
You're all good, man.
Don't see any speeding penalties this time through, so that's good. No 40-second holds. A lot of 14, 15-second stops. So this gap from the 56 to the 97 of Lucas Hoytsma. That is your battle for the race lead as they work their way around Daniel Llewellyn. Hoytsma closing in on race leader Corey Deal. They work their way past Scott Elston. I'll put Elston on first truck, 1 lap down. Playoff drivers a lap down. Scott Elston 22nd, TJ Floyd 23rd. So 2 of our playoff drivers struggling off the lead lap already through the first pit cycle. Coming up on the 1/3 mark for our race. Lap number 40 would indicate that. Lucas Hoytsma gets the pass done. Out into the race lead. See TJ Floyd right there in 49 trying to get his lap back. Red, white, black, and blue 49 truck. Currently riding in a lucky dog spot, hoping for a yellow. These two trucks have 6 seconds over Cody Giles in 3rd. Blake Giglio in 4th. 2.5 behind. And he has Relling Evers right there with him. They make their way past the 54 of Davison. Davison down in 25th. Another truck struggling. Davidson took a while on pit road at a 24-second stop. Hoytsma now by a full second over Corey Deal. 49 TJ Floyd got by as well, trying to keep up. I suspect we'll see the 56 coming back down around lap 60. Other trucks may stay out till about 70. They're going to full fuel tank. There's Giles in third. Still 6.2 seconds back from Corey Deal. 7.5 from race leader Lucas Hoitzman. Alex Strelling riding in the 4th spot as Blake Giglio in tow. Those two battling for 4th. We have 6th spot Ethan Evers. Almost 3 seconds behind him. Travis Martin, 63, is 7th. Nick Hammer in the 8th spot. Cody Brown, 9th. Cody 4 seconds behind Nick Hammer. He's got Bill Rivard behind him in 10th. And you've got Vasquez 11th. Dominic Lee down to 12th. Jake Lawrence 13th. Garrett Boyd in 14th. Jay Munch 15th. Ian Montrose 16th. Cliff Mullins 17th. Mullins goes around Montrose, so move Mullins up to 16th. Although Montrose fights back on the outside to make me a liar. You got J.R. Deal in the 18th spot. And Jeremy Scher rides in 19th. Curtis Ecker is 20th. Will Ashbrenner 21st, last truck on the lead lap, 28 seconds behind our race leader. And there is our race leader, Lucas Hoitzman. The next truck Lucas catches is Ashbrenner. "28 trucks officially started this one. Did not get Mike Edwards out on track. Ignore those random pit things on the screen. It's just the game not being able to draw everyone. As caution
JR,
comes out.
I'm sorry about that, man. I was down on the inside.
Some good racing luck plus.
Take another look. Go on with the far chase here. Or just chase. Let's do far chase, why not? See the 9 middle of the track. Does he try to get inside the 69? Maybe a little, not a lot.
That was me, Bandio. Okay, so upon review, it does look like the 9 just drifted down into the nose of the 43 a little bit, coming through the tri-oval there.
Thanks for the update.
9 will have the EOL.
So playoff driver JR Deal going to drop to 22nd with the EOL here. Pit lane is a busy place. Lucas Hoitzman, not one of them. Or has he already been down? I believe he's already been down. Now people are just getting in, right? Let's rewind and find out. I think they stay out here. So who does come to pit road? Who's that, Corey? That is Corey. So Corey comes to pit road. In lap 48. Corey comes down, see what he gets. Gas only. Gas only for the 56. Similar stories for Travis Martin, fuel only. Ethan Evers, Vasquez, Rivard, Boyd, Montrose, Munchel, Lawrence, Ecker, all took fuel only there. Floyd had a 14-second stop, so you'd imagine that was tires for him. Ashbrenner a 7-second stop, so looks like more fuel. Ashbrenner gets to stay on the lead lap. Jimmy Shear 21st, J.R. Deal 22nd. Scott Elston, I would have assumed to been the lucky dog, but he's coming to pit road. You demand more cautions? Well, here's one. You never know what happens after the first one.
I'm sorry, Dominic. My fiance's trying to show me that she's trying to rip her fingernails. They're coming off.
It's funny, Riff.
What did you say, Corey? I almost told you. I'm sorry. Oh no, you're good. Should probably put me out of my misery right now.
Dominic Lee in 7th, saying put him out of his misery. That's unusual. Dominic Lee usually pretty good. So the top 7 trucks stay out. Not opting to take fuel here. Sticking to their guns, probably see them around lap 60 or so. I believe some trucks can actually make it on one more stop from here. Some guys were running 35 laps. We got 70.
Passing the yellow, I was EOL in that pit again.
70 laps to go from here, so you split it 35-35. Some trucks could definitely make it on one more stop from here. And we know the guys towards the front that didn't come down. Those 7 trucks are going to have to stop 2 more times.
Thank you.
Very interesting strategies being played out. The one that we think may have taken tires, TJ Floyd still on the lead lap. We'll see how he comes up through the field. I believe he came down to top off. Yes, he did. There he is coming out of the pits. TJ Floyd topping off here. We're getting set for the restart. Wow, Rev. So bad. Ford Mustang's going to dive off the track. We're going to get set for our restart here in the Truck Series. StackUp.org. Lucas Hoytson wasting no time getting going. Brings Blake Giglio with him. Those 2 team trucks jump out first and second. Alec Drelling drops back to 3rd. These trucks all on older tires. Without taking fuel. Probably see them around 60 to 70 for their pit cycle. We stay green. TJ Floyd has the tires. We'll see how he progresses. He's currently in 21st. Gets by Asherbrenner for that position. Nowhere to go but up from him. J.R. Deal may have taken tires. Keep an eye on his progress as well. JR had the end of line penalty here. Top 4 all singled out, as is Nick Hammer in 5th. Dominic Lee, Cody Brown battle for the 6th spot. Lee down low, Brown up high. Now they get single file. 10 and Bill Rivard up and out of shape again.
You do not
Honestly, I got loose there. I'm so sorry. That wasn't deliberate.
Sounds like the 2 and 10 made a
Sorry,
little
Garrett, I was
contact.
trying to let you go low.
Passes occurring every which way. Bard settles in behind Lawrence, back at 16th spot. Cliff Mullins in a 37, trying to make his way by Bill. Takes a 37 all the way to the blue line, drifts up a bit in the corner, has to get off the throttle. It's going to allow Bill to hang in there on the outside and Curtis Ecker to get to his door. Ecker in the 19, trying to get by Mullins from the high side. Garrett Boyd goes around the outside of Cody Brown. Garrett up to the 7th spot. Brown back to 8th. Brown gets up into the outside wall coming through the tri-oval. Coming off turn number 4. 17, Cody Brown smacks the outside wall. Travis Martin going to take advantage. Dive to the inside, heading down into turn number 1. Martin completes the pass, moves up to 8th. Cody Brown drops down to 9th. The camera, Alex Relling door to door. Camera trying to make the move down low. Relling pinching his momentum down. Relling trying to hold on to that 4 spot. Camera completes the pass. Relling going to fall back to 5th. Dominic Lee holding steady in 6th. Garrett Boyd closing in on this group from 7th. Travis Martin 8th. Vasquez has gotten by Brown for 9th. Brown's down to 10th now. Ethan Evers 11th. Jay Munch 12th. Corey Deal 13th. Cliff Mullins 14th. Montrose 15th. Jake Lawrence 16th. Lawrence and Rivard side by side, 16th and 17th. 20 of Simcox Jr. there with them. He's had some issues in coming into pit road. Simcox 1 lap down, first truck 1 lap down. Curtis Ecker 18th in the 19 truck.
No.
JR Deals there. A lot of trucks. Jeremy Scherer is 20th. He's in that 15 black and white truck up by the wall. Gets up into the outside wall. 15 Scherer riding the high line. A little too high. Scherer falls back to 22nd. Last truck now on the lead lap. Tough break for the 15 of Scherer, but fortunate that everyone was able to avoid him. Up front, Blake Giglio. Cody Giles, Lucas Huisma. Giglio out front now in the 16. Giles 2nd. Lucas Huisma 3rd. Giles peeking to the outside of Blake Giglio in the 7. I was going to try to duck back inside.
Ooh, oh my God.
Gets his bumper
shit,
there.
shit.
That is Daniel Llewellyn. See what happens to those guys back that way.
Tell me what the pace score by.
JR Deal's got some front end damage.
Yeah, we gotta wait here.
Yeah, it didn't get out of the pit.
Sorry.
Looks like JR Deal in the 9 gets turned into the outside wall. Let's jump on the far chase here. Simcox a little lower than maybe JR thought he would be. Doesn't have enough room for corner entry that he thought he would have. Let's go on board with Daniel Wallen. Watch the oh shit, oh shit, oh shit Go on right front. And let's see what we got.
Sorry, thought it was the first one.
It comes down to TJ Floyd. Oh. Alright, Rev, take care, buddy.
Okay, so upon review, the 20 comes down into the 9 and cause the spin. The 20 will have the EOL.
Yep.
The camera first one off pit road. It's like Giglio Hoytsma and Giles beat him out. Cameron took fuel only in the 11. Interesting call there, since we're at lap 60. Everybody else took tires. Oh man. Nick's not going to have a good time.
Are you on 2 or not? Nick,
Hello?
you wanna tell me if 6 tires now?
Maybe, maybe not.
Got it. No, I answered my question.
The camera comes back down pit road in the 11. I think he realized the entire field took tires except him. It was going to be a less than fun time. There goes the right side's up in the air. So yeah, the camera going to get his 4 tires here. F, did you forget to check them or just not think everybody would take them? Four tires and back out on the track for Nick. I'll drop Nick down to the 21st spot. It's like Llewellyn going to try to take a wave around here. Hopefully the game doesn't screw up. It's been having issues lately with a lapped car being between the leader and the pace car, not letting them wave around. So hopefully works as it's supposed to, and we'll get Llewellyn waved around here and not have the green flag launch while the cars are on the backstretch. There goes Daniel Llewellyn waved around, so good. iRacing is doing what it's supposed to do. You love to see it. Blake Giglio, Cody Giles will be our front row for the restart. Blake has his teammate Lucas Hoysma behind him. Watch them time the restart. Cody Giles will most likely fall to third. Field working their way down the backstretch. Got Giglio first, Hoytsma third. Dominic Lee 5th. J Munch 9th and Ethan Evers 10th. Those are your playoff drivers in the top 10. Opening round of the playoffs. Here we go back to racing. Giglio and Hoytsma, as expected, timed that restart. So they are teammates. Cody Giles falls to third. Dominic Lee in the 4th spot. Travis Martin trying to get to his outside. Martin still has thoughts of getting to that outside. Not quite getting there. A couple of Ford trucks doing battle in the top 5. 98 of Lee, 63 of Martin. Got Garrett Boyd and Cody Brown side by side. That's for 7th. We saw all over the back bumper of his teammate. Dominic Lee really charged in there in the 98. Made up a lot of ground on Giles. Lucas looking to the high side of Blake. Teammates side by side for the race lead. Coast to coast racing teammates. Lucas trying to side draft him a bit down the backstretch. Door to door, they go into 3. Dominic Lee, Cody Giles behind, trying to figure out where to go. Hoytsman takes the lead on the top. The camera update, he is currently 11th spot after coming back down pit road a second time. Working lap 69. This is where I'm waiting for Clint to say that 4-letter word.
Nice.
Thanks, Corey. Lucas Hoysma has a challenge from Cody Giles in the 7. Giles trying to go the long way around and take the race lead, just as Hoytsman did from Giglio. Side by side down the backstretch. Giles very strong in that 7. Hoytsman down to the blue line. Try to get back in front. Hoytsman clears. Giles gonna have a good run. Where would he go with it? Hoytsman able to stay ahead of Giles here. Giglio in the 3rd spot. Dominic Lee. Travis Martin still your top 5. Boyd up to 6th now. Vasquez 7th. Ethan Evers 8th. Corey Deal 9th. Jay Munch your top 10. Cody Brown falling all the way out of the top 10. Travis Martin looking to the inside of Dominic Lee. Garrett Boyd brushed the wall on the 38. Martin had the nose there. See if he's able to keep it there when you get down to 3. Not quite able to get there. Now Garrett Boyd tries the top in the 38. Got a good run off the corner, but it's a long way to round. Vasquez going to look to his inside, try to take away the 6th spot. Field catches up to TJ Floyd in the 49. Floyd gets down on the apron out of the
Sorry
way.
about that. Holy crap, that was good.
I'll Blake.
No, I messed up that corner. That was my bad, guys.
Everyone gets it sorted out. Oh, Travis Martin up and into the outside wall. I believe he may have got a piece of Dominic Lee's right rear as Dominic was trying to get corner entry. May have inadvertently pushed the 63 up a little bit. Travis Martin falls all the way back to 10th. Battling for the 4th spot. And Blake Giglio looks to the outside of the 7 of Cody Giles. Blake then going to have his teammate come up in front of him and push him down the straightaway. Those two working together with the draft down the backstretch to try and get those two trucks 1st and 2nd, but I'm not sure. Hoysma thought he would have Blake Giglio to his outside as he comes across the stripe. Blake made full use of that run that his teammate gave him. Now he's up on his outside. Hoistman trying to stay there on this inside. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. Blake very strong on that high line. Entire lap side by side for these two team trucks. See Cody Giles behind, just trying to figure out which one's going to prevail. Try to sneak through and get a spot away. Blake trying to give him some side draft down the backstretch. Very entertaining race battle. And another lap side by side across the line for the teammates. Neither one wanting to give an inch. Top two drivers in Sidewinder wins category. Blake is trying to catch Lucas. That's what I was thinking, Kuiper. Let those two do their equipment burn off and let him find his way up there. If they're side by side, no one can pass. That's right, Viper. I mean, someone's going to try. Doesn't stop anybody from trying. Gets messy. Team trucks 1-2. Close in on lap 80. About 6 more laps. Trucks will be able to stop and make it the rest of the way. Ah, you're bacon. What up? Sizzling. Beautiful. Both team trucks all the way down to the blue line. Hoistman and Giglio all the way down to the blue line. Giglio is going to have to sacrifice a little bit on corner exit to maintain his truck out of the wall. They're working up on TJ Floyd. Floyd struggling here in the playoffs. He's now going to go 2 laps down. Hoistman trying to take advantage of Giglio coming up off the bottom. Hoistman back to the 16 trucks inside. Giles just biding his time in the 7. These 3 trucks have been 1, 2, 3 for most of the race. Nobody able to get a huge advantage. I believe Hoistman at one point had a 2.5 lead. Giles at one point had about a 2nd lead. It's about the biggest we've seen. Lucas and Blake side by side once again down the backstretch. Down into turn number 3. Giglio with the slight edge. Lucas going to keep it pinned to the bottom with the 7 looming to his outside. It's going to allow Giles to get a pretty decent run as he heads down into turn 1. Not able to stay on the 97's door, however. Now he's going to try and take the outside line coming off the corner. He is able to get there on the backstretch. Now Giles side by side with the 97 of Hoistman. Dump some air on that rear spoiler of the 97, trying to slow him down, pull him back. Giles claimed 2nd that lap. Barring green, white checkers, truck should be able to make it from the next lap.
My bad if that was me. I'm sorry, Dominic.
98 fading back. Let's take a look, see what happens to the 98 truck. All good through 1 and 2. Must be down here in 3 and 4. Looks like Corey tried to come up and get a little bit of elbow room to get into the corner. Dominic Lee was there. Let's look on far chase for the 56 real quick. Dominic came off the wall down into him. Corey was kind of straight on the wheel there. Strange, maybe. Dominic thought he was going to turn down a little sooner. They disagreed on that. Now Corey falling back with the damaged truck. This battle for the lead. Giles trying to go the long way around Giglio. Daniel Llewellyn in the 23 getting down on the apron out of the way. Giles leads that lap in the 7. He's been sitting behind the 2 CTC trucks, watching them go to war with one another. That puts Cody Giles out front in the 7. I think Giglio and Hoytsma left to battle side by side behind him now. On pit roads have Daniel Llewellyn in the 23. Llewellyn in for 4 tires and fuel. Napa's not fixing that, you're right. Giles, Hoytsma, Giglio, top 3. Evers 4th, Vasquez 5th, J Munch 6th, Mullins in 7th, Martin 8th, Corey Neal's fallen to 9th after that issue with Lee. Garrett Boyd now 10th. It's like the 8 truck Ethan Evers right on schedule, 30 to go. Brings the 8 truck down for his, should be his final stop. This should kick off our cycle. 8 truck's going to take 4 tires and fuel. Ethan Evers, one of our playoff trucks. Looks like Cher, one of his teammates, also on pit road. Cher, 15 trucks, been towards the back of the pack. Not a playoff contender this season, but always good to have teammates go with you. TJ Floyd getting down off the track out of the way. Floyd been a struggle today. Now 3 laps down. That truck got quite a bit of damage. Top 3 stay out once again. Haven't heard anybody calling our trucks pit road. So Giles leads, Hoytsma 2nd. Giglio falling back about a half second. Rides 3rd. We have J Munch 4th. Tasmanian Devil Earnhardt replica truck. See him make his way by TJ Floyd. He's in the 4th spot, 3.3 seconds behind Blake. Giles still just in front of Lucas Hoytsma. Front of the field, the 7 and 97. It looks American flag camo. I haven't gotten a real close look at it because it's so hard to see anything on that truck. Someone dropping an F-bomb. The A-truck's down on the
Gotta
apron.
be kidding me, dude.
What happened here? Try to find out what happens.
Gotta be joking.
Yes. Corey gets out of shape right in front of him. Collects Evers into the wall. I believe Evers may have picked up the meatball here. Comes the pit road slowly. Leaders are in behind. You see Huisma and Giles? Or is that Huisma and Giglio? Huisma and Giglio both the pit road right behind him. Corey Holt left forward after
Same pitting this time.
getting Ethan. Ethan looks like he still has quick
Same
repair at
pitting.
least. So he is down and away. But he had just pit. So Evers didn't need tires or
18
anything.
pitting.
He was done with pitting for the race, so it's not going to work out well for him. Giles comes the next lap after Giglio and Huisma.
31
for
pitting, 31 pitting.
Time for the money stop. This is where got to get all you can. No mistakes, no time to make up for it. We stay green.
Hitting this time, Travis.
Giles still on. These three trucks all pitting this time.
4-3 pitting this time.
85
much.
pitting this time.
Mullins, 63 of Martin, all coming to pit road. See the 9 of Deal, 68 of Lawrence. Pit road becoming a busy place. Nick Hammer, damaged 11 truck, takes over race lead.
Ethan, I came back to apologize. I'm sorry. I took 2 rights and just screwed
Yep.
myself. I didn't mean to do you in that, buddy.
Side
I
by
really
side,
didn't.
even in the pits. And Nick Hammer by 5 seconds over Cody Brown. Cody gives up the ghost, comes to pit road in the 17. Montrose, playoff driver, pits from 3rd. Here comes Eckert as well. Looks like Dominic Lee's heading to pit road in the 98. Just leaves Hammer and then back to these guys. Only 2 trucks on the lead lap that have pitted so far. They take over 2nd and 3rd, and here comes Nick Hammer. Nick Hammer gives up the race lead.
Okay.
Once these 2 come back around, that'll give them
Yeah,
the race
y'all
lead.
better on short runs.
They have quite a gap over Giles. And here we go. Blake and Lucas, 1st and 2nd. Cody Giles in 3rd. 3.5 seconds back. Giles has some work to do to run these guys down. 1 lap difference. Giles by himself. Alex Relling 6 seconds behind Giles. Relling has J Munch in tow. Travis Martin there as well as Cliff Mullins. Vasquez, Rivard, all these guys grouped together fairly close, and Boyd. And you got a 4-second gap from Boyd. Get the JR Deal. Deal has Lawrence and Hammer with him. 11th, 12th, and 13th. Cody Brown 6.5 back in 14th. Montrose is about a second back, 15th. Scherer about 2 seconds back, 16th. Ecker a second back, 17th. Last truck on the lead lap. And you got Blake and Lucas coming down into turn number 1, not too far behind. 19 laps remaining from Charlotte.
You get out of the fucking way.
Wow. And knew that was coming.
Fatty.
That needs looked at Walling afterwards. Right rear. The 10.
Backing up to look now.
So the 23 looks like he right reared the 10 truck. Good old drama happening. See if we can go back and take a look. Right about the time we got here, it all went down. We heard the 10 yelling on the radio. Apparently he didn't like the 23 stacking up right in front of him here. Started taking offense to this. Gets on the radio, chirps a little bit. And when he crossed the line, doesn't go well for the 10 truck. Carrot Boy just appearing out of nowhere. Oh yeah. That's a very deliberate turn down. Wow. Takes the 10 out. Yep. Just a bit there, Brandon, just a bit. Major beef. It's just a bit rowdy. Blake and Lucas 1 and 2. The gap now less than 2 seconds to Cody Giles. 15 to go. Does he have enough time to get there? Sizzling Bacon. I feel like you're embracing this nickname. Travis Martin rides in 4th. J Much 5th. Alex Shrelling in 6th. Cliff Mullins, the guy that gave you that bacon name, rides in 7th. Vasquez is an 8th spot. Garrett Boyd in the 9th spot. Bacon's better than beef. JRDL, Jake Lawrence. I feel like they've been together most of the race. Two very similar trucks. One, of course, painted khaki because the khaki man. Cody Brown in 12th. Ian Montrose. 13 to go from Charlotte. Now 12.
Thanks, Jeremy. I forgot to take my tire.
Oh no. That's awful. At least when Nick did that, it was under yellow.
I'll go hi, Travis.
Thank you.
Gap back to Giles, now 1.6. He's trying to reel in those two team trucks. See TJ Floyd between Giles and the two leaders. Floyd gets down low out of the way. Gap currently sits at 1.7. You can't see TJ, he's not actually there. Mark a camo. Now that Giles got through the traffic, first two might actually start to push a little bit. I don't think they've been giving it their full get up and go. Gap's actually grown now to 1.8. If you can get it down to that 1.0, that's the magic marker. When you start to pick up that draft on the straightaway.
Physical.
Looks like his cat's trying to hold it. If they get side by side, could be what Giles needs to catch up. But if they're content to ride nose to tail, then it could be done. Yeah, just Giles is just too far back. Can't get close enough for the draft. I think he gave it all he could, and he's just starting to drift back now. I'm sure, Bill. To go from Charlotte. It's like the two CTC team trucks are going to settle up between themselves as long as we don't get the yellow flag. If we do, then it'll be real interesting since the freshest tires will be the, I believe, the third spot, 7 truck. I know it's fresher than our lead 2 trucks anyway. Our leaders are closing in on a 3 truck pack up ahead. Evers, Ecker, and the 54 of Davis and Evers had to make that extra pit stop after contact with Corey Deal. He is battling the 54 of Davison, so that one spot he can try to maintain with both of those trucks in the playoffs. So rough night for the 8 and 54 trucks.
Cody and Bandio, I need y'all to stay in the sim after the race and jump up the race control.
Lucas dangerously close to the outside wall coming off turn number 4.
I
That's
didn't
Blake
do it.
Giglio.
It wasn't my turn.
It's a little bit of breathing room, but then TJ Floyd gets Giglio out of shape. Then Hoytza gets into the back of Giglio, gives him a shot, shoots him up the racetrack. Hoytza to the inside. Lucas clears him. Giglio trying to do the crossover, get back to his inside as he get down to turn number 3.
I thought you had tomorrow.
Going to be side by side once again. Hoytza then, I believe, may have let him have that spot back after the way the event transpired. Now he gets to try again to get to the inside. Hoytza to Giglio's inside, heading down into 1 on the white flag lap. The 2 top winningest drivers in SRL history, door to door, stack up Diode Truck Series final lap from Charlotte Motor Speedway in our round of 12 playoffs opening race. Giglio up high. Hoytza down low. Hoytza going to send it in, try to drift up in front of Giglio. Gets it there. Giglio going to try to cross over, coming off turn number 4. Is he going to have enough momentum as they head back to the line? They go inside of each other. They're crashing across the line. And Giglio gets it across the line, going sideways. Lucas Hoytza picks up second. 2 teammates put on one hell of a finish. Giglio gets it done. Hoytza P2, Giles third, Martin, Mullins, Ashenbrenner destroys Giglio, then 43 of Alkire finishes him off.
Sorry, Giglio, you parked it right in the middle of the track.
Oh, he didn't park it. He got put there. No donuts for you, Blake. Gonna have to get pushed around the track. Crazy finish. We can get the top 3 up to the waiting room. Lucas Hoytza, for some reason, being shown 1 lap down. Not sure why that is, because we saw Lucas Hoytza finish second. No donuts, no win. Sorry, Blake. Let's go back and watch that finish one more time. Holy cow. That whole last lap, really the last 5 laps, very, very entertaining. So that's where it all starts. When they try to get around TJ Floyd, things get a little out of hand. Giglio has to adjust his line, gets up towards the outside wall, brushes against it. Lucas Hoytsman then gives him a shot in the back bumper. Giglio up the track. Hoytsman gets in front of him, then tries to go low, I believe, to maybe give him the spot back. I think that was his intention. As they get down into 3 and 4, Hoytsman just lets him have it, stays off the throttle, gets in behind him, and restarts his attack for the race lead. Gets to his inside by getting up into the grass, coming through the tri-oval. Really quad oval. Gets a position, starts to drift up. Giglio gets the nose there, so he can't drift up anymore. It has to lift. Giglio then takes that run down the backstretch. Hoytsman trying to side draft as hard as he can. And Giglio just moves. Hoytsman tries to come up, take his line. Giglio moves to his inside. Then they literally merge as they go into one another's trucks. Crash across the line. Giglio getting the win. 97, Hoytsman settles for second.
Course. We were wrecking across it. I don't know if you could score me in second where I was or not.
So Hoytsman
You deserve it. You suck.
gets the second.
Yeah, I did not go to P3. That's nope.
Wow. What a race. Alright. Let's see if we can get the waiting room with Giles, Hoytsman, and Giglio. There we go. Got our hydration in. I can go just find Giles if I have to. Don't make me hunt you down. Alright, I'm hunting him down. Cody is DG once again. You got a copy? Well, you got a decent seat to watch that crazy battle to the end. Tell me how you were able to bring it home P3 and where you think you maybe went wrong on the strategy to not have anything to be up there with them.
Man, I can't really say much of anything really. I think it kind of just boils down to, I thought if I pit, after they did lap after that I could probably get back to them, but I was about 1.5 off of them, and then just to try just start to got starting to get tight, and you know it sucks, man. It sucks. I think we had a really fast truck, but just the strategies kind of weren't there to help us at the end, but you know uh, it's part of racing.
Yeah, I think that one lap that they were able to get in before you it came out almost 4 seconds ahead of you. It was very, very big difference in that race. And so you think it was just that one lap that made all the difference?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I really didn't think it would be that big of a gap there, and I think I was just trying to see what strategy I could play. Um, Charlotte, is of course always about tires and how you manage them and stuff like that. So when it boiled down to that, when I went with that strategy, I thought maybe I could run them back down and see if I could, be able to battle with get him back to him around like 5 to go. But just that wasn't the strategy, and hey, at least we got P3 that come out of it.
Yes, sir. You got any friends, family, sponsors, or drop for us tonight?
Yes, sir. Literally Tulip Mafia on YouTube and Twitch. Flynnville Train, anywhere you download music. Daryl Worley on all music platforms, of course. 29th Infantry Division, Goose Graphics, Red Spoilers. Without them, I don't think, again, I'd, be over here racing with you guys. But again, I appreciate it. And thank y'all for, putting it together.
Yes, sir. Glad to have you. Good run, a solid P3, entertaining battles up front all night. Can't ask for a whole lot more. It's Cody Giles bringing home P3. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Let's go grab our second place finisher, Lucas Hoisma in the 97. Well, you put on one hell of a show. Tell me how you ended up coming up just a few inches short there right at the end.
You know, Blake shenanigans.
Fair enough.
But you know, lap cars getting involved. I'm not gonna blame him. You know, I think it made it more fun. We were side by side. It's crazy after a full green run like that. We were still next to each other. Just Charlotte stuff. This great track, fun fuel strategy, fun tire strategy throughout, and me and Blake tried to stick together. I don't know. I was racing pretty hard this race. I was trying to get revenge on him for some earlier altercations a few months ago, but it just did not work out.
You did get to him after the Floyd truck, and he brushed the outside wall trying to get around him, and you gave him a shot in the back end, got in front of him. Did you let him back by, or did he just take it back by?
No, my truck was killed after I hit him on the straightaways.
Gotcha.
So I was just trying to side draft the crap out of him.
I understood.
And then once that happened, I was like, maybe I can give him a shot.
Yeah, it was a very entertaining race. You put on a heck of a show, crashing across the line. Most likely will be scored P2, but not my league, but that would be what I would do. Man, put on a whale of a show. You think you could have done anything different, or was that just pretty much all you had?
I tried to save tires behind him. I think that was the right call if it had been a cleaner race at the end. I don't know, though. Blake, dirty air was important, and Blake was pretty fast still, so I don't know.
10-4. You got those friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs to drop for us tonight?
Big one, Labor 12. Got the Labor 12 truck out tonight. CTC Racing, Low Drag Esports, LH Setups, haha. Stack Up, the series sponsor, youth doing broadcast, admins, everybody. Fun series.
10-4. That's Lucas Hoisman bringing his 97 truck home in P2, starting his title defense tonight. You think he got a good shot at repeating this season?
It's hard to do a three-peat, but I'm going to do my best.
All right, bud. Congrats on your P2 finish. That's Lucas Hoisman getting it done in second place tonight. Let's go and bring in the big winner tonight. Mr. Blake Giglio in the 16 truck, getting it done on a heck of a crazy finish there at the end. Tell me what was going through your mind the last two laps there.
Well, that was fun. I'm sure I know Lucas wasn't, pleased. But I was going down to get the draft from the lap truck. I think it was 2 to go, right? Maybe think so. 2 to go.
About that.
And he came up a little bit. I kind of freaked out. I didn't want to hit him, so I went up. I got the wall, tried to correct it, and I eventually came down into the 97 there. He hit me up the track. Well, we were racing there side by side. We both had damage. Racing there side by side for 2 laps, coming off the corner. We made a lot of contact coming down to the grass, and again, trying to keep control. He came across my nose, turned himself, and finished 1-2. And he owes me 3 times for Charlotte now, I suppose.
Well, it was really entertaining, fun to watch, fun to call, fun to broadcast. Appreciate you guys coming out and putting on a show for us. You got any friends, family, sponsor shout-outs to drop for us tonight?
Yeah, CC Racing, Legendary Sports, Premier Racing Setups, you for broadcasting. SRL as a whole. Shout out to Lucas for not being too mad about it. Good sport about that. Now, I was expecting a bump and run, I will say, in 3 and 4. But I think that was more entertaining than a bump and run. So, we'll take it.
Absolutely. Crashing across the line. There's no better way to win, right?
There is a better way to win driving by yourself. But, I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
All right. That's Blake Giglio getting the win tonight in the 16 truck. Congrats to you, and a good way to start off the playoffs. Moving on to the next round now. Congrats.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's Blake Giglio in the 16 CTC Racing Toyota truck, getting the victory here. Here's the lap truck that they tried to work around TJ Floyd. See, he's all the way at the bottom. Blake just got a little too close trying to draft him. And then here comes Lucas Hoisman. They get together. Boom! Sends the 16 up the track. Man, what a crazy finish. Then the next lap they are side by side coming to the line. Wild stuff. All right. We have to tell you that this has been iRacing. You can go to iRacing.com, pick up a subscription, get these trucks and this track, come on out and race with us. Head on over to DGSRacing.com, click on the big red snake. That'll get you to our Discord where you can sign up for any of our leagues. Monday night, we have the CureDisc.org ARCA Series. Tuesday, the Fort Worth Screen Printing Xfinity Series. Wednesday, we run our Butt Kicker Cup Series. Thursday, doubleheader with the iRacing iFlag Super Late Model Series and the StackUp.org trucks you just saw in this broadcast. Then Friday night, we have Friday Fun Night. Tomorrow night, we're running for a $30 prize, normally just $10, but each week that Swiss guy wins, we add another $10 to the following week, so $30 prize next week. Hot diggity dog, come on and check it out tomorrow night. Then we have Saturday night, we have the StackUp.org Legends cars, and then Sunday we run the Lordco Street Stock Series on both asphalt and dirt. So come on out, check them all out. We'd love to have you. Thank you so much for watching our broadcast. Let's give you a final rundown here before we head out. We've got, get this box out and this one out and bring this one in. Blake Giglio, your winner tonight. Cody Giles shows second here, but remember Lucas Weitzman will be scored there, so Giles will be third, Martin fourth, Mullins fifth, J Munch sixth, Alex Relling seventh, Nick Hammer eighth, Brandon Vasquez ninth, Garrett Boyd 10th, J.R. Deal 11th. 12th spot, Jake Lawrence. 13th spot, Cody Brown. 14th spot, Ian Montrose. 15th spot, Curtis Ecker. 16th spot, Will Asherbrenner. 17th, Dominic Lee. 2nd spot, Lucas Hoysa. 18th, Jeremy Scherer. 19th, Billy Davison. And Ethan Evers in 20th. Chris Alkire will get 21st, Elson 22nd, TJ Floyd 23rd, Bill Rivard 24th, Corey Deal 25th, Daniel Llewellyn 26th, Sim Cox Jr. 27th, Margison 28th, and Mike Edwards does not get credit for starting this race. So that is our full field rundown for this one. Thank you guys so much for being here. We have to tell you have a great night, and that is all we got to do. So you guys have a wonderful evening, and we will see you in the next race.